Show starts in 5 minutes.
No, that's not big enough. No, that's not big enough either. That's more like it. We're delighted to have you with us, and we extend a cordial welcome to you. We've lined up the top stars from Hollywood and from all over the world to entertain you on our giant screen with the new, colorful motion pictures you've been hearing about and reading about. To add to your enjoyment, we're all wound up to bowl you over at intermission time with live wire service at our snack bar, where you'll find a tempting variety of favorite foods and beverages. Your continued patronage is very, very welcome.
Hey, fellas, don't fight over that hot dog. There's plenty for everyone. Big, plump, and juicy, wrapped in an oven-fresh bun. Add mustard, relish, ketchup, and go to work. Yes, the hot dogs at our refreshment center are the best you'll find anywhere. Everybody agrees on that.
It's 4 minutes till showtime.
Yum, yum. It's time for a tasty and refreshing snack. We promise to satisfy your hunger, your thirst, your sweet tooth. So visit our refreshment center now. Let's go! Show starts in 3 minutes.
Your attention, please. All new hotshot electric in-car heaters have been installed for your comfort and convenience. Just insert heater through car window and turn on the switch. When leaving, please turn switch off and replace on speaker post. Warning, high voltage. For your own safety, do not attempt to repair or remove wires. Do not attempt to open heater unit. If you need assistance, please notify the theater box office or concession manager.
It's 2 minutes till showtime.
Popcorn, candy, ooh, hot dog, popsicle. Oh boy, banana orange.
Show starts in 1 minute.
There are words men live by, words of strength, of wisdom, and of peace. We urge you to find the spiritual comfort and guidance we all so greatly need by attending your place of worship regularly.
Here's a new taste treat. The corn dog. Plump, juicy wieners are dipped in a thick, golden Southern-style corn batter that seals in all their freshness and flavor. If you like hot dogs, you'll love corn dogs. Everybody does. Try a corn dog with your favorite beverage. At the refreshment corner now. Corn dogs.
Broadcasting live from beautiful Union City, New Jersey, this is your Movie Quiz Season 7 finale for Tuesday, June 14th, 2022. Here we go. Hello and welcome to the Movie Quiz. I am your host, Chris Mann Nelson, and in just a few minutes, you and I will be embarking on a trivia odyssey together through 34 questions of film trivia and puzzles. It's going to be a really awesome time. Tonight is our Season 7 finale. It's the end of the Shreknificent 7. It's going to be amazing. Now, if you're joining us for the first time ever, this game is completely interactive. It's not like a game show that you watch on TV where you just have to yell answers at the screen. You can play. You can play by heading to this website here, play.themoviequiz.com. Head over there. If you're watching us on Twitch or YouTube, head to this website here, enter your team name, and you will be part of the game. It's going to be a really good time. We've done theme games for the first 6 games of this season, and tonight we will be combining. I've combined the different themes into hybrids for each round, so it's going to be a really awesome time. It's a completely free game to play. We do take donations. We'll talk about that a little bit later. But once you've gone to this website here, signed yourself up, picked yourself a good team name, you have to pick a good team name. You're going to be playing in real time against our 2 guests tonight, because this show is also a talk show. It's a talk show, game show hybrid. And they've both been here before multiple times. I'm very excited to have them both back. Please welcome back to the Movie Quiz, Meredith and Phoebe. Meredith Lark and Phoebe Kingsack are here. Welcome back.
Hello.
Hi.
Thank you, Chris.
Oh, thank you. This is really exciting. Meredith actually got Phoebe onto the show. I didn't have a second guest today.
Dragged me on. Yes.
Dragged you on. Phoebe did not want to do this at all. Meredith had to use some leverage. But I'm thrilled to have you both back. Meredith, is it strange to be here without Peter?
Oh, definitely. I was texting him and I'm like, I don't know if I'm going to be any good at this without you. And he's like, what? You're the ringer of the team. He's just trying to make me feel good.
No, but you are Meredith. If you're unfamiliar, is a trivia host, a trivia writer. She hosts the other show that's on this channel on Mondays and Wednesdays. It's really awesome. Since TMQ will be going on a break, I highly recommend that you get your fix of your trivia fix through their show. It's really awesome. So while we let a couple people filter in, if anybody's showing up late, have either of you seen anything in theaters recently?
Yeah, I saw Top Gun Maverick. We also saw the new David Cronenberg movie last weekend.
Oh, Crimes of the Future?
Yes.
Really? Oh my goodness. I feel like I'm the only person who hasn't seen Top Gun Maverick yet.
No, I haven't either.
No, you haven't seen it? Do you want to see it? Is it like on? That's my
I'm like
feeling.
the opposite of a stan for Tom Cruise. So I'm just
I like not like as a dude, I'm not like looking to hang out with him or anything, but I like Cruise, the actor. So like, and I like Chris McQuarrie, who wrote it but didn't direct Maverick. Did he?
He's involved.
He's involved. He's done the best Mission Impossible movies, the last 2, but everybody keeps going nuts for this movie. So I do want to see it.
It's like number 1 twice in a row or something.
Yeah, that's kind of like for a non-Marvel, non-Disney movie in 2022. That's pretty impressive.
It had like the lowest a drop week to week in terms of box office reports from a Memorial Day weekend. So it's breaking records.
Really? I mean, the thing is, I still I'm still like a little wary of going to theaters, so I pick like very selectively. This movie has to be something I really want to see, or and I'll pick. I game this now that all seats are reserved. I like look at like I'm like, okay, there's only 4 people in the theater for tomorrow's show. I might be able, if these numbers don't go up, I could like I have like a very so I have to like really want to see a movie to go out of my way. I mean, in this era, I was never so selective before. I would go to whatever, but I think I'll let peer pressure get to me. I probably will. I will see it eventually.
Have you been going to the movies, Phoebe?
Not as much as I used to. I mean, back when we had Movie Pass and then AMC A-List, like I'd be going all the time. And one of my advisees at my school would be really ashamed that he's been begging me to see Everything Everywhere All at Once, and I just haven't. But it's going to be on demand like this week if it's not already.
So. Is it? Yeah, I know it's available for purchase.
Yeah, and you know what? I'm going to do that from the comfort and safety of my own couch, but I've heard they're amazing. The last movie I saw was the Doctor Strange movie.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, that's one where I was trying to figure out a way to see it. It was like playing with Bob's Burgers at the drive-in that we go to, and we actually went and we watched Bob's Burgers, but my son wouldn't go to sleep for the second movie, even though it was like 11 p.m. and he turns 5 years old tomorrow. He's not I don't know how he has this stamina, but happy birthday, Desmond, tomorrow. And also happy birthday, Ryan, today, as usual. But then I was like, I'm not going to sweat it, 'cause I know Doctor Strange hits Disney Plus in like days. It's just a matter of days. So I'm not going to sweat it.
Or you could just wait.
Exactly. I'm not gonna go nuts.
Those are good initials, HBD and HBR. Like that works.
All right. So let's get this rolling. Let's get this season finale rolling. I'm gonna put it into in-game mode. For the last time this season, it's in-game mode. I'm not sure when season 8 is happening. I'll make an announcement soon. It's gonna be I'll tell you all about it. I have the idea in mind, but I don't know when it will happen. All right, so before we get started with the game, let's go over some quick ground rules. Number 1, don't cheat. It's in all caps with 3 exclamation points, because that's how much I care about that. Don't cheat. It's dumb. You don't need to. You don't either do well or don't. Number 2, don't put answers in the chat if you're watching on YouTube or Twitch. Don't type into those chats. Just go to the website here, play.themoviequiz.com, and join the game and play. Use that knowledge towards a goal. Number 3, spelling doesn't count unless noted. 4 last names are fine if I'm talking about actors or directors. You can change your answer before the timer runs out. And last but not least, very importantly, type or select your answer and don't forget to hit submit. If you don't hit submit, your answer won't get to me. Even if it's a multiple choice, you still have to hit submit. Now, like I said, we're going to be mashing up categories tonight. The first 6 themes of this season have been Star Wars, TV, books, music, directors, and blockbusters. So we're going to be seeing intersections of those. And your first round tonight is directors' favorite authors, filmmakers who adapted more than one work by a single writer. So filmmakers who kept going back at least twice to the same author's bibliography. All right, so Meredith and Phoebe, are you ready?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Here we go. Question number 1. Since 2017, Kenneth Branagh has been building a mini Agatha Christie verse, directing Murder on the Orient Express and Death on the Nile, and casting himself as what detective character? Who is the character that Branagh is playing from these Agatha Christie novels? Have you guys seen these movies?
Not at all.
No.
Yeah, I feel like I was kind of surprised that he got the money to make like a second one. I feel like Murder on the Orient Express had like a ton of people in it, but I don't remember it like really lighting the world on fire.
Yeah, it is wild. I know there are a lot of Agatha Christie fans out there though, so maybe that's it.
I guess, yeah, there's enough big Christie freaks out there just keeping this franchise afloat. All right, so Kenneth Branagh in both of these movies plays Hercule Poirot. Poirot is your answer. Nicely done. I don't know if he's making a third or more.
He's not. I heard it's over.
Oh no, he's done. Oh no!
I did also hear though that the second movie has an origin story for his mustache.
What?
No
my God! Stop, please! I need movies to stop with origin stories. There's a Willy Wonka origin story coming out. Oh my God! The Han Solo movie. All of these things. Just leave it. We don't need to know. All right. Your next question is multiple choice. Remember to hit submit. Make your selection, then hit submit. In the 90s, Joel Schumacher directed The Client and A Time to Kill, both based on novels by what writer? Your options are Sue Grafton, John Grisham, Lee Child, and Dan Brown. He made these movies on either side of Batman Forever. So he made like one of these movies, Batman Forever, and then he's like, I'm going to go back to adapting. It was The Client first and then A Time to Kill.
Was that Nipples Batman?
Nipples Batman. That was Nipples Batman number 1 was Batman Forever. And then Nipples Batman number 2 was Batman and Robin, which was like nipple bonanza. The second one, he went like all out. Like, cause it was just like butts. Like I actually showed those movies to Desmond recently because I was like they're silly, they're more kid friendly than like the Robert Pattinson like beating people to a pulp movie. And he's like, why are there so many butts in this movie? It's like, I don't know. I honestly don't know. All right. So both of these movies were legal thrillers, and they're based on John Grisham. John Grisham was a lawyer, I'm pretty sure. Yes, he was. He absolutely was. And he did legal thrillers. All right. Question number 3. What actor, writer, director adapted Dennis Lehane's books Live by Night, and Gone Baby Gone? He wrote and directed both of these movies. Both by Dennis Lehane.
I don't know anything about Live by Night. Have you seen it?
I have not.
I just want to assume it's like a Boston themed thriller. I don't know. Mm-hmm. It is.
I don't know much about it, but it's a pretty safe assumption based on who this is. And yeah, so it was Ben Affleck. That's why I don't know if I think Lehane's most of his stuff is Boston. So that's where his the Venn diagram of him and Affleck, and also just because you've been Daredevil once again. That's 2 weeks. This is going seasons back, but it's 2 weeks in a row with a Daredevil. It's all coming. It's coming back. All right, nicely done. 69% of teams got that right. Question number 4 is multiple choice. Alfred Hitchcock adapted works by Daphne du Maurier 3 times. They were Jamaica Inn, Rebecca, and finally The Birds, which swapped the original story's English setting for Bodega Bay, a town roughly 50 miles north of what U.S. city? And your options are San Francisco, Seattle, Boston, and San Diego. So Hitchcock's version of The Birds moved du Maurier's story from England to 50 miles north of what city? This one I was surprised. When researching this round, I didn't know that he had done. I didn't know that Daphne du Maurier wrote The Birds. Even I knew about Rebecca because that was that won Best Picture. Hitchcock's. It was his first American movie, and it won Best Picture. Although Hitchcock never won a competitive Oscar. He won he was given a lifetime achievement right before he died.
Wow. That's wild.
So this one, oh my goodness, everybody got this right. pat yourselves on the back. 13 out of 13. It takes place in just outside of San Francisco. 100%. Amazing. Terrific. All right. Question number 5. Which of these directors has not made more than one movie based on a Stephen King work? So all of these directors have made at least one Stephen King, and 3 of them have made 2 or more Stephen King adaptations. Which is the only one that's made just one? And I will say that it's not all Stephen King full novels, if that helps. Oh, this one was tricky. This was a super tricky one. So let's go through them. So Mike Flanagan has made 3, 2 or 3. He made Molly's, not Molly's Game. Molly's Game is a different movie. Gerald's Game, and Dr. Sleep, and I think he's working on another one. Frank Darabont has made 3. He made Shawshank, The Mist, and Green Mile. And Rob Reiner made Misery and Stand By Me, making your lone single King person here, John Carpenter, who made Christine. He made Christine and no other Stephen King adaptations. Yeah, that was a tough one. A lot of people. Rob Reiner is a sneaky one in there. Maybe should have made that one of the clues today, because that was a tricky one.
Your hint made me think it was Rob Reiner. I was like, we got this. Stand by me.
All right. The only filmmakers to take multiple swings at Michael Crichton's bibliography are Steven Spielberg, who made Jurassic Park and The Lost World, and Barry Levinson, who directed Disclosure and What Dustin Hoffman Sharon Stone film about a mysterious object found on the ocean floor. Barry Levinson made 2 adaptations of Michael Crichton books, one of which was Disclosure, which was like, I can't imagine that movie aged well, about a Demi Moore sexually harassing Michael Douglas. It seems like the power dynamic in that seems very strange. All right, so this one was a clue on my Instagram today, which is Trivia Man. I'm about to go on a break, so I don't know how useful following this account will be, but you'll know when the show is coming back. It's Sphere. Sphere is the name of this movie. Half of the teams got it right. Pretty good book. I remember when I was like a teen, I went on a Michael Crichton rampage after Jurassic Park, like reading all these. It's a pretty good book. The movie was pretty terrible, though. Have you guys ever read
Jurassic World?
What's that?
Jurassic World Dominion?
I
haven't watched it yet.
Here's the thing about that is that I had planned to take Desmond loves Jurassic Park, and I want to take him to see it, but then all the reviews have come out. And I'm like, I feel like now I have to do it because I said it, but it's gonna be a slog. It's 2.5 hours. Why are these movies so long? Why?
Get their money's worth, I guess. I heard it's the best of both worlds, Jurassic Park plus Jurassic World. Not that there's anything great from Jurassic World.
That's true.
But Sam Neill and everyone else.
I'm excited just to see. Like, I don't enjoy nostalgia baiting very much. Like but like I like all of those actors. So yeah. I'm just happy to see them on screen at all. All right, here comes question number 7. Akira Kurosawa put his own spin on what classical writer's work 3 times, resulting in the films The Bad Sleep Well, Ran, and Throne of Blood. So what writer? Kurosawa, these are not direct adaptations. These are more like Kurosawa put his own spin on them. What writer?
We had the same idea, Phoebe. I love it.
All right. Let's see. All right, that's what okay. So let me I was just checking to see what this was. A bunch of teams got this right. It is Shakespeare. These were all his versions of Shakespeare. If I'm not mistaken, Bad Sleep Well is Hamlet, set in 1960s Japan. Ran is King Lear, and Throne of Blood, I just looked it up, is Macbeth. I couldn't remember which one it was, but Throne of Blood is like a feudal Japan version of Macbeth.
I'm just glad we were on the same page, me and Meredith.
Me
You
too.
guys got it right. You got it right.
No, we did not.
No, okay, but you were in sync for the wrong answer.
Yes.
So that's good.
Beautiful.
Yeah, there's at least you're going. The ship is sinking with both of you on it. At least you have companionship. All right, and your final question of this round. Francis Ford Coppola made back-to-back adaptations of S.E. Hinton novels in the 1980s. The Outsiders, that should be The Outsiders, and Rumblefish, both of which also starred what actor? So what actor was in both of these Coppola movies adapted from S.E. Hinton novels? Is it Mickey Rourke, Patrick Swayze, Matt Dillon, or Ralph Macchio? Who's in both those movies?
I'm doing it.
Making a selection?
Yes. Just going for something at random.
All right. So all of these guys were in one of these movies. I didn't pick them at random, but the one who was in both is Matt Dillon. Matt Dillon is in both of these movies. All right, so let's take a look at your scores and standings at the end of one round. And before I read them off, I want to say this season finale, as the last couple of seasons have worked, it is for everybody to play, but the top 3 teams from all the regular season games so far, those top 3 teams are going to be vying for the season championship tonight. So not everybody can win this, is eligible for the season championship. Just Sterling Cooper, Roland Deli Betts, the Ringwoodians, and the producers. They are eligible for to take the title tonight. The highest scorer of those, not of those top 3 teams, will win the coveted Golden McClunky Award. Which will I don't know what it will be if I'll make a real trophy again this time or figure something out for you. But so those 3 teams, keep your eyes on them: Ringwoodians, Sterling Cooper, and the producers. And so with that in mind, let's take a look at our scores. We've got a lot. Everybody's in this game. We've got tied for 5th. We've got with 6 points. We got All Star, the Turds, the producers. And that's it for that, for second place / 5th place. Because tied for first place, we got a 4-way tie with 7 between the Book Club, Marley's Chains. Welcome back, Marley's Chains. Sterling Cooper, Roland Deli Betts, and the Ringwoodians. So it's a tight race. All right. So here we go into our second round of the night. Your second round is as always your picture round. So this season we had Star Wars and we had Blockbusters. So this round is Star Wars actors in other blockbusters. So the way this is going to work is I'm going to show you an image from a blockbuster film, and not in that picture, but somewhere in that movie is somebody who was in Star Wars. And you have to identify them by their Star Wars character names. It's going to be multiple choice. It's simpler than it, just like everything that I write. It's simpler than I'm explaining it. So you won't see the actor in it. So like if I'm showing you a movie that has Mark Hamill in it, I won't show you Mark Hamill, but you have to know that Mark Hamill's in that movie and pick Luke Skywalker. Okay. So I hope that makes sense. Yes, yes, Jimbo, it's another needlessly convoluted round from my brain. All right, here comes your first one. So take a look at this movie The actor who plays which of these Star Wars characters was also in the movie pictured here? The actor is not in this picture, but he's in this movie. And your options are Qui-Gon Jinn, Kylo Ren, Padme Amidala, and Mace Windu. So somewhere else in this movie, the actor who played one of these Star Wars characters appears. I think we've got it based on the number of correct answers streaming in. I think we're getting it. And as with any TMQ show, if you think I'm factually wrong about anything or not totally correct, if there's another correct answer, please let me know in the chat. Please scream at me, and I will respond accordingly. All right. So this is Iron Man 2, which features, like many of the Marvel movies, features Samuel L. Jackson, who played Mace Windu. So nicely done. 85% of teams got that right. I think we're off on the right foot. We've got it. So let's take a look at this next one. What Star Wars character / actor is in this movie? Luke Skywalker, Vice Admiral Holdo, Lando Calrissian, or Han Solo?
What is this movie?
I don't know.
This one, oh, well, no, I won't say this. This will give it away. Something I said in the rules of this round is actually contradicted by this image. Jimbo only knows who Mace Windu is because Ryan recently made fun of him for not knowing who Mace Windu is. There's no better way to learn than through ridicule. That's my philosophy. All right, so this movie, what I was about to say, but stopped myself because I realized it would give it away based on some of the other options you've got. The actor actually is in this frame. He is in the foreground. It's over his shoulder. This is from Air Force One, and that is Harrison Ford in the foreground. So Han Solo. That's Gary Oldman as the Russian villain from Air Force One. All right, your next movie. Which Star Wars character is also somewhere off screen in this movie? Is it Obi-Wan, Anakin, Qui-Gon, or Padme?
You know, I know the back of Harrison Ford's head any day.
Yeah.
So obviously him.
I know. Front of him can't totally face blind to him. But when Indiana Jones turns around, it's like, oh, that right, Indiana Jones. All right. So this one, that is Famke Janssen in the Taken movies, starring Liam Neeson, who is Qui-Gon Jinn. Qui-Gon Jinn is your answer. 62% of teams got that one right. Nicely done. Here we go with your next one. Who is in this movie? Is it Finn, Supreme Leader Snoke, Kylo Ren, or Obi-Wan Kenobi?
This is the first one I've been like, I'm certain about this.
Yeah, this one jumped right out at you. This one I thought was kind of on the harder side. Because I don't remember how many
recent movie. So I
feel like this character didn't get a lot of like commercial play. I don't know. You forget.
The character that the Star Wars character plays.
Yeah.
It's true. Like I honestly I forgot that he was in the movie until I was looking up like what other blockbusters has he been in that I could put him in here. This is Birds of Prey, which I didn't do this is a tangent here. But am I reading headlines correctly that Lady Gaga is going to play Harley Quinn? Can somebody back me up on this?
The sequel to what's his face?
Joker, the Todd Phillips Joker. Yeah, the Joaquin Phoenix one. Okay, we got it. And yeah, it's confirmed, and it's a musical.
A musical. Things no one asked for 200.
I did not like Joker, but I mean, if they're gonna get weird with it, I can get on board. If they decide to just go like completely off the rails and embrace that, maybe that could work. I did not like Joker though at all. All right, so The villain in this movie, this is Birds of Prey, and the villain in this movie is Ewan McGregor. He plays Black Mask, and so your answer is Obi-Wan Kenobi. Oh, have either of you been watching Obi-Wan Kenobi?
Yeah.
Or anyone in the chat?
Yeah, we're watching it. Peter's really into it. I like it. Okay.
Yeah, it's fine. I feel like the same way that I feel about Marvel, though. I feel like I'm just like, yeah, there it is. Like these things.
I've heard the actress who plays Leia is really amazing, though.
Yeah, no, it's like it's another thing that's like technically solid, but it's just like not. I don't know. I'm just not like getting any. I feel like dead inside to these two properties that I really love. I'm just like, nothing's doing it for me. I need them to retire each of these for like 5 years so I can care again. All right,
Yeah.
here comes your next one. Which your character options are Jyn Erso, Rose Tycho, General Leia Organa, and Rey. This is an animated film. This is a fully animated film.
This is a beautiful movie.
Yeah, I got to see it again. I know we watched it for family movie night, like when it first dropped, and I remember liking it, but I haven't revisited it since.
Neither have I. Yeah, I remember thinking it had a couple of sort of like DreamWorksy, like I don't know, like one eyebrow up kind of pop culture jokes that didn't quite work for me.
Yeah.
But for the most part, it was a really, really solid, beautiful.
I wonder if like in the early 2000s with Shrek and onward, if this is going to be like the pandemic, like straight to on-demand era for the future, you know? And this was like a highlight for me during the pandemic.
Yeah, no, I mean, some of these, this is the movie is Raya and the Last Dragon. And this character is voiced by Awkwafina, but the titular character Raya is voiced by Kelly Marie Tran, who plays Rose Tycho in episodes 8 and 9. Yeah, all these like Disney movies and Pixar movies have been like really, it's amazing to be able to like watch some of these first run movie and Kanto and like just like either straight to Disney or with the 45-day window. Like just kind of as someone with, you know, 2 unvaccinated kids, I miss some of these movies, and then like it's great to have that option. All right, so let's and check out Raya and the Last Dragon. And also they really, just side note, they did Rose dirty in episode 9. Amongst the laundry list of things wrong with episode 9, Rose had so much potential after episode 8, and they just kind of like, nah, she's there, but she's just going to kind of stand around with CGI Leia. All right, here comes your next one. What Star Wars character is somewhere in this film? Is it Luke Skywalker, Lando Calrissian, Anakin Skywalker, or Han Solo? Speaking of the non, this is the non nipples Batman. Pre-nipples before he
smooth
pre-nips.
I want to know, like, because those movies are in the same continuity, right? Like these movies with Michael Keaton and the Schumacher one. I want to know like where Batman was like, you know what? I'm gonna put the nips on the suit. Like he's like debating with Alfred, like back and forth. Like I'm gonna do it. It's time.
It's like they knew with Mr. Freeze, like, oh, it's gonna be chilly.
Yeah, I never thought of that. That would, if they had introduced that with Mr. Freeze, that would have been perfect. It's just like could have had a canonical reason for the nips. It was just that cold.
The origin story, if you will.
Alex is getting 100% of these because I never stop talking about movies. It's true. I never shut up, and I was talking recently about the Batman 89 comic that envisions a Batman 3 not in the Nippleverse, but in these Burton movies, and it's Lando Calrissian. It has these comics actually show Billy D. Williams as Harvey Dent go full Two-Face. It's very cool. It makes me long for the movie that should have gotten made. All right, so this one, here we go. Let me pull it up on the stream too. What character, Star Wars character, is in this movie? Vice Admiral Holdo, Lando Calrissian, Padme Amidala, or General Leia Organa?
That dinosaur looks so good.
Oh my god, I just watched this the other day because I was gonna try to watch all the Jurassic Park movies leading up to Jurassic Park Dominion, and I literally said this shot is still the greatest CGI shot of all time. It is perfect. I am I mean I am an unapologetic Spielberg fanboy. If you've seen this show before, you know that I might do an all Spielberg show over the summer. I'm not sure. It clashes with what I've got planned for season 8, but I might do it as a one-off just for fun for all my fellow Stevie heads out there. All right, so most people got this one right. Nicely done. This is Jurassic Park, obviously, which has Laura Dern in it, and Laura Dern plays Vice Admiral Holdo, who is in episode 8, in episode 8 alone. One of the only characters that's rare to see a Star Wars character that's just in like a single movie, a single middle film, not like a later, like a trilogy capper, but just this one movie. And here comes your final question of the round. For this one, we're switching it up. I'm switching the rubric of this round. The actor who plays which Star Wars character was not in the movie pictured. So three of these Star Wars characters are in this movie. Pick the one that is not. Okay, so we're inverting it like a mirror image, a negative image for this one.
This is like the reverse of like things I don't know. Is the series plus Star Wars?
I know. I made think about it now. It's maybe one layer too many for this round.
My brain just melted. There's only one who I'm like, okay, I know who plays that character, and they're in Lord of the Rings, which is Snoke, is Andy Serkis.
Snoke, yeah. So we'll walk through this here. Snoke is I'm sorry to everyone who's if you had trouble embedding it, I forgot to switch it on the stream. Sorry about that. So this is obviously Return of the King. And also one of these is only in the special edition of it. But so I will,
that really threw me off, Chris. I would have gotten
that's
it.
Right. Yeah, that's right. So Count Dooku is Saruman. Snoke is Gollum. It's Andy Serkis. The tricky one here, you might not even recognize this name. Beaumont Kin is from episode 9 only, and he's played by Dominic Monaghan from Lost, who is Mary or which one is he? Someone, Alex, tell me in the chat. Which one is Dominic Monaghan? Is he Mary or Pippin? I can't remember. Somebody tell me. So Emperor Palpatine, Ian McDiarmid is not in these movies, but he should have been. I think he would have been great in it. All right, before we go on to our, before I read some scores, let's do our, don't put me on the spot. Okay, fair enough. Pip, I can picture Dominic Monaghan saying Pip. That means he's Mary. Right. He's Mary. All right, so let's do our lightning round. Let's go to the lightning round. Lightning round is a quick way to rack up upwards of 4 points. Oh no, she got it wrong. Okay, whoops. All right, so your lightning round's a quick way to rack up 4 points. I'm going to ask you a question that has 4 potential answers. Each one is worth 1 point. You don't have to get them all to get the point. But for this one, they do have to be in order. I am going to ask you a 1, 2, 3, 4. So make sure that you put the right one in the right field. Okay. So this season, we've talked about directors and we've talked about music. That is your mashup for the lightning round. Name the composers that these directors love working with. Number 1. So all of these will be the name of a composer. Number 1, Steven Spielberg. 29 movies he's worked with Steven Spielberg. Number 2, Alfred Hitchcock, 7 movies, including Psycho. 3, Tim Burton for 17 movies. And 4, J.J. Abrams for 3 movies and 3 TV shows. Give me a couple seconds to think about that, and then I will put 30 seconds on the clock.
I should know number 4.
Me too, but I do not.
Right?
This guy, I don't want to give anything away, but this guy has become a very big deal.
Ugh.
All right, let me just make sure that I'm not missing anybody. Oh, only one. Seems like only one team got the fourth one. This guy he's been scoring like everything, like for the
If
last.
it's Trent Reznor, oh my God.
No, it's
Oh.
all right. So number one, 92% of teams got this one. It's John Williams. He's done every one of Steven Spielberg movies except for Ready Player One and something else. He's done. I think there's 3 that he hasn't done. Bernard Herrmann is the composer of Psycho and 6 other Alfred Hitchcock movies. Danny Elfman, of course, is Tim Burton's go-to composer, except for on Ed Wood and one other movie. And Michael Giacchino is he's the composer who he's kind of taken the mantle from John Williams in a lot of ways. He's like, he's done the non-episode Star Wars movies, both of them, I think. He did Lost. He did the music for Lost, and he did the music for Up and the Star Trek movies, which are 2 of the J.J. Abrams ones, and Mission Impossible 3, which was the other J.J. Abrams one. All right, so let's take a look at your scores and standings here at roughly the halfway point of the game. We've got tied for 3rd place. We've got the Book Club and the Turds with 16 points apiece. We've got Sterling Cooper, Roland Deli Betts in 2nd with 17. And we've got Marley's Chains in 1st place with 19. All right, we still got plenty more game to go, including a double points round and a bonus question worth upwards of 6 points at the end. But that brings us to our puzzle round. And so the intersection here, the mashup here is music and blockbusters. So the puzzle round tonight is Oscar-nominated songs in the wrong movie. So you're going to figure out the best original song, either winner or nominee. These are all movies this sort of brings in our Oscar special that Meredith and Peter were on, even though it wasn't technically part of this season. It was sort of the precursor to this season. Figure out the best original song, winner or nominee that could fit in these other movies. All right, I do have an example for you here. So all of these will be the name of a song. All right, so your example is in the Justice League. When the other superheroes make fun of Aquaman for his lame superpowers, he defends his realm through the magic of song. Cue this 1989 winner from The Little Mermaid. So what song that was won in for the year 1989? It's always tricky to write about the Oscars because do you say the year that it won or the year that it's from? I tend to go for the year that it was from.
The trickiest.
It's so tricky.
Yep, I agree. Go for the year it was from, or say in the Oscars that took place in this year.
I know it always adds. I know you guys have to deal with this all the time. It's just like,
yeah.
Oh, actually, and like Meredith and Peter always say this during puzzle rounds too. This one was worth no points, but if there's one that would fit, although this one is more objective because I'm talking about Oscar nominees and winners, but I will mark it correct for 0 points. What I was looking for is Under the Sea, but the teams that put Part of Your World or part that kind of fits too. So we'll see how loose I am with this because I am talking about things that were objectively nominated or not. All right, so I think we understand the concept of this round. I hope it's a song from another movie that could fit into another one. They're basically puns. These are basically puns. All right, here we go. Now these count for points. So your movie is Thor, and the Asgardian superhero activates the multicolored Bifrost to link multiple worlds. Cue this 1979 nominee sung by Kermit the Frog.
Love this song.
It's a great song.
I would like to see it in a Thor movie.
I mean, with Taika Waititi at the helm, it could happen. It could.
It
And it could happen in exactly this fashion.
If it does, Chris, that would be incredible.
Oh my God. If it does, Taika Waititi owes me money. I'm going to shake him down for it. This is my idea. All right. So the Bifrost is also called the Rainbow Bridge, and these planets get connected. It is the Rainbow Connection. Rainbow Connection is your answer. All right. Question number 2. Movie is Men in Black. Working to stop a new alien threat, Agent J tries to reverse Agent K's mind-wiping neuralization and hopes his former partner recognizes him. Cue this 2017 winner from a Pixar film. Kurt is played by Christian Bale. I mean, they're doing all this multiverse shit. They might as well bring the Muppets into it. Like, I would be totally fine with just bringing... Every movie would be improved with the presence of the Muppets. There's no movie that would not be improved by the presence of the Muppets.
Is that a Disney property at this point? I just assume
it is. It actually has been for quite a while. They bought it a long time ago.
Right, in the Jason, what's his face era?
Segel.
Yeah.
And I mean,
that was fun.
They had. I like both of those. There's a there's no. Yeah, there's nothing that says there can't be tragic Muppets. The Muppets have range. Okay, the Muppets have range. They can pull it off. I challenge Jim Henson Studios to make an Oscar-worthy tragedy starring the Muppets. All right, Remember Me. Remember Me is from Coco originally, but could work in. This would be in Men in Black 2. This hypothetical situation would be Men in Black 2 thing. All right, here comes your next. Your next movie is Rocky. While training outside in his home city, the Italian stallion forgoes his usual rousing theme song for a more down-tempo number. Cue this 1993 winner by Bruce Springsteen. I'll say be specific. Be specific. Based on some of the answers, there's more to this answer than you might think.
Now you're making me think I don't know.
Really I'm looking for the song. I'm looking for the song title. All right. It seems like some people switched it up. What the reason I said that is some people were just putting Philadelphia, which is the name of the movie. It's the name of the city, but that's not the name of the song. I'm being a little bit of a stickler on this because it's the streets of Philadelphia. That's why I said he's outside. That's why I specified that he was outside. It's the streets of Philadelphia. And there is a scene in Rocky 2 where he's running down through the streets and like everybody joins him. So that would be perfect for that.
Meredith, you are the ringer.
Thanks, Phoebe. That's really nice. Peter would have known that Michael Giacchino one. I'm going to ask him after. He would know.
Question number 4. How to Train Your Dragon. Young dragon training Viking Hiccup loses one of his lower appendages. Cue this 1984 title track nominee.
Don't know the song. We have a guess, though.
There's a pretty even split between two guesses here. It's dead even between these two guesses. But I'm looking for songs. Remember, all of these will be songs. So this one is the answer I'm looking for. It came down guess-wise here in the TMQ crowd between My Left Foot and Footloose. The answer I'm looking for is Footloose.
Oh.
Footloose. Lots of people A lot of people. It was 4-4. Couple other guesses that weren't in this sphere here, but it was 4-4 between My Left Foot and Footloose. All right. Star Wars, bringing back Star Wars. Luke Skywalker picks one of Tatooine's setting twin suns and states his desire for a more adventurous life. Cue this first ever Best Original Song winner from 1940's Pinocchio. This was the first song to ever win this award.
That's amazing. It's a good one.
It goes way back, 82 years.
I can't believe they didn't bring about an award for Best Animated Film until 2000, but they were honoring songs from animation that long ago.
I mean, I will use this in a bit, but Meredith or Meredith VB, do you know what the first movie to take home the Best Animated Feature Oscar was?
Wasn't it Beauty and the Beast?
It was Shrek, I think.
It was Shrek. it was Shrek. It's like, it feels almost like, the way I remember it was like they almost like Shrek made like so much money that they finally made the category. Like, I remember there being a causality to it that was just like, yo, Shrek is so awesome. We have to change the entire Oscars. They've been making animated features since 1937 with Snow White. But
2001.
2001, it is time because Shrek needs Oscar gold, baby. We're gonna shake it up. All right, so this this song is "When You Wish Upon a Star." It's a sun is a star. It is, and Luke Skywalker is wishing upon it in that Tatooine sunset. I hope we get. Speaking of Obi-Wan Kenobi, I hope we get so much more Tatooine. I can never get enough Tatooine. None of the Star Wars will not leave it alone. All right, here comes your next question. The Matrix is your movie. Morpheus hands Neo the red pill, promising to show him an unimaginable existence outside the Matrix. Cue this 1992 winner, another Disney song.
I wanted to rewatch this series with the new one that came out a few months ago.
It's worth it. It's worth rewatching. I have a very strange relationship with these sequels because like they're not good, but I still find myself over 20 years like they have like a gravity for me. Like I keep ending up like, you know what, I'm gonna watch Matrix 2 and 3.
I've only watched Matrix 2 once, but like the highway scene
it's crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy. And there's like, I love the okay, here's the thing with both of those and Matrix Resurrections is that I feel the same way because after watching Matrix 4, it was like bothering. I was like, I felt like this before and I couldn't figure out what it was. And it was the way I felt. It's the way I feel about Last Jedi, which is like, I love everything that they're trying to do. Like in a vacuum, I love what they're attempting to do here, but it doesn't add up to fun for me. It does like neither. Like I love all the conceptually, I love everything in The Last Jedi, but every time I like go to watch it, I'm just like, yeah, it's like, I don't like, it doesn't, I'm very much pro Last Jedi and what they're trying to do, but for some reason, and Matrix 4, but it just, neither of them added up to like the fun of their respective series for me. I don't know. Maybe they're too heady in that way, maybe too conceptual. All right. So this song that I'm looking for here is A Whole New World from Aladdin, because Morpheus can show him a whole new world. And I took a couple of, these are songs, so if you got some of the lyrics, but you don't have the exact title, I take it because song titles can be unexpected sometimes. All right, more Star Wars. here. The Force gets funky as Darth Maul, Luke Skywalker, and Emperor Palpatine each plummet down a long vertical space after losing a fight. Cue this 1971 winner. This is definitely the dumbest one. This is the dumbest one, so bear that in mind. I fully anticipate being booed. I anticipate being booed for this, and I deserve it.
Maybe I like your answer way better than mine.
What did you guys put?
Funky Town?
It's a good guess. I would love to hear Funky Town in a Star Wars movie. I know it would not make any sense. But so all of these guys, after they lose their fights, they fall down a shaft. They fall down a shaft. So yes, boo me. Please boo me in the chat. Be angry at me. Shaft, theme from Shaft is your answer. It's terrible. It's terrible. The worst one by far. All right. And here comes your final one. This could be used in either Iron Man or Spider-Man MCU. Tony Stark's chauffeur / bodyguard takes center stage with a musical montage of his day. Cue this 2013 nominee that lost to another song from an animated film. So remember, give me the title of the song.
Ooh, what did it lose to?
It lost to Let It Go.
Of course.
I could have said that, actually. I could have said that. Because when I was looking this up, I was like, oh, this probably won, right? Everybody loves this song. And then I was like, oh, no, it was in this year.
I remember they performed it for sure at the Oscars. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And Let It Go performed as well by Adele Dazeem, of course.
I actually had that as a trivia answer at a trivia thing I played last week for Ted Lasso. It was the karaoke song that Rebecca sang, and I was like, "Oh, I know this."
Man,
that's a great voice.
That's a deep cut trivia. Was that like a Ted Lasso specific trivia night?
It was.
Okay. Because I busted that one out like a random Wednesday. All right. So this one, that character, played by Jon Favreau, who helped create the MCU, he is Happy Hogan. Happy Hogan, and the song by Pharrell from Despicable Me 2 is Happy. All right, so let's take a look at your scores and standings as we head into our final round of the game. We've got in third place, tied for third with 22 points apiece, the Book Club, the Turds, and Avis and Bobo. In second place with 24, we've got Sterling Cooper, and holding on to that lead with 26 points is Marley's Chains. So before we get to round 4, this is a very special moment in any episode of the movie quiz. Like I said, this is a free game to play, and we do take donations. There's tipping buttons down at the bottom below the standings. You can donate via Venmo or credit card. But to give you something else besides all of this for your money, I like to bring in people from Hollywood, characters, actors, very special guests. So please welcome to the stream Steve for the finale of the Shreknificent 7. Please welcome Steve Harwell of Smash Mouth fame. Steve is here.
Man. Thanks for having me on your show, bro.
Steve, it's been forever since I've seen you. I feel like it was that the Hoobastank barbecue, I think, was the last time we saw each other.
Gotta have some stank, bro.
So what's up, Steve? What have you been up to, brother?
Oh, I retired actually pretty recently. I have severe alcoholism related diseases going on.
Oh my
Yeah.
God, that's
Yeah.
terrible.
I also
hope you
made
get
some pretty questionable decisions at my last performance.
well, I
But
know
hey,
I know, Steve, there was a stretch when you were getting pelted with stuff on stage for like show after show. I remember that happening.
you talking about bras, bro?
No, I think it was like loaves of bread and shoes. But well, I'm glad. I hope you're getting the help that you need, Steve. We had
Nope.
your close friend Shrek on last week.
Love Shrek, bro.
You guys still? We didn't get into this when Shrek was here. Did you guys still hang out?
Oh yeah. He's my drinking buddy.
No, Shrek
We
is
both have
enabling
lots of
you.
problems, bro.
Shrek-
How do you think you get that belly?
That's true. That is a big. I thought that was an ogre thing, but I guess that is a beer belly.
Well, then I'm an ogre, bro.
Do you keep up with any of the cast of Shrek besides your drinking pal?
I used to hang with Donkey, but after I gave a Nazi salute at a concert, he stopped returning my calls.
Steve, is that a real thing that happened?
It's debatable. There's some controversy around it. I don't like to talk about it.
Yeah, I know you. Well, I know you and Puss in Boots. Puss sued you. Right? Puss in Boots sued you for for what was it? It was like a royalties dispute over a song you guys were working on together.
Yeah. Well, I also was calling myself Puss in Boots on the dating sites.
I see. You were catfishing, so to speak, people as Puss in Boots.
Yeah. Although I went by Pussy in Boots.
That's classic Steve Hartwell of Smash Mouth fame. So Steve, can you tell people like why they should donate to TMQ?
Oh yeah. Well, you should definitely donate to TMQ, man, because they don't got it like I got it. I made billions of dollars.
You did make a lot.
Yeah, and mostly off Monkeys covers. It was crazy.
It was a lot of Monkeys covers. Don't say too much, because Steve, you might make an appearance later in the game.
Oh,
so don't say too much.
I won't talk about anything that we did do, but I might want to talk about some things I wish we had done.
What do you wish you had done?
Oh, bro, if it was up to me, Shrek would have been nothing but Monkeys covers.
Wall to wall.
Absolutely.
Like Monkeys B-sides.
Hey, we're the Monkeys. Get your game on. We monkey around. Or might as well not be your stepping stone. I had a lot in the works. I've got I plan to die soon, and they're going to release my catalog of unreleased monkey covers.
Your back catalog of Shrek-related Monkeys covers. All right, well, Steve, stick around.
Listen, I absolutely will, but y'all give Chris your money, bro. He puts a lot of work into this, and he disavows all of my recent actions.
I do. As soon as I find out anything that Steve Hartwell of Smash Mouth fame does, I denounce it immediately.
I hear y'all have been canceling Chris a lot recently.
Yes, I've been getting canceled a lot. I mean, considering that you're here, I might get canceled again if some of these things are true, Steve. All right, so I'm gonna bring Meredith and Phoebe back.
What's up, ladies?
Oh no! Oh, Steve.
You sure you want me to hang around?
I'm not sure.
Your call, bro.
Sure Steve Hartwell. Oh man, Harwell. Excuse me. All right, so Steve, if you're ready, let's jump into our fourth round, our final regular round. It's your double points round. So we've talked about this season books, TV shows, movies based on TV shows. We've talked about TV. So it's going to be a big mashup here. It's called the Hat Trick. For 1 point each, answer the pair of questions about stories that have been books, TV shows, and movies. So these are pretty much all books that have been adapted into both media. Okay, so here we go. Let's jump into it. Each one of these is worth 2 points total. So, but you don't have to get both to get them right. All right, here we go. I jumped over the round. No, I didn't. Here we go. The Hat Trick. All right. Question number 1. What pair of actors, and order doesn't count, what pair of actors played the head coaches in the film and TV adaptations of the 1998 nonfiction book Friday Night Lights? So there's a movie version of this book, a TV version of this book. Who played the head coaches in both?
Love that show. It's so good.
If you just know one, you can just put the one and get the point. Order does not count. This is a show I've never seen. Believe it or not. Everybody swears by it. And I like Jesse Plemons a lot. We're rewatching, we're in the home stretch of Breaking Bad. I mean, I've seen Breaking Bad like 10 times over, but like my wife never has. So it's like a fresh set of eyes to see these things. And he's so good in season 5 of Breaking Bad. He's like terrifying but polite at the same time. All right. So your two actors who were the coaches are Kyle Chandler on TV and Billy Bob Thornton in the movie. Billy Bob Thornton, pretty halfway split on that one. 54 for Chandler, 46 for Billy Bob. All right, your next question. Thomas Harris's first Hannibal Lecter novel has been translated into the series Hannibal, the TV series Hannibal, as well as what 2 films? It's been made into a movie twice, 2 separate times. What are the names of those movies? One of them is the name of the book. That's why it's kind of, I'm talking around it.
It's a tough category for me, bro. I cannot read.
You can't. I know that about you, Steve. It's you just kind of. What do you do? What do you do about like your set lists on stage? Do you have like pictograms, like all star? It's just like all.
There's emojis.
It's just is that true, Steve? It's just emojis.
Bro, I just load up my songs on an iPad. I still have an iPod, and I listen to them and sing along.
So you have the playlist going. How's the band feel about that, Steve? They're all right with that?
We don't care for each other.
The more separation you can get from each other, the better.
Bro, true story. I collapsed on stage, was taken to the hospital. They finished the set. Zero concern for me.
Did they hologram you in, or?
Yeah, did they do like a Tupac hologram?
The bass player just slid over, bro.
He was waiting. He was waiting for that moment.
Yep.
All right. Here comes your next question. Oh, your answers first. I'm sorry. The book.
Together, Chris.
I'm sorry, Steve. I'm just so starstruck by you every time I see you that because I love your work. I love your music videos. Red Dragon is the name of the name of the movie and the book. The movie with Ed Norton, but it was previously made into the movie Manhunter by Michael Mann in 1986. 31% of teams got that one right. All right. Question number 3. Now it's time for this. Which 2 actors have played the villainous Count Olaf in the big and small screen incarnations of Lemony Snicket's A Series of Unfortunate Events? So I'm looking for the names of the 2 actors, one in the movies, one on TV.
The show's still on.
I don't know. I don't think so. But it's on Netflix, so right. I never know. Shows just disappear for years and then come back.
Totally. Maybe it's coming back.
I doubt they're doing a book per season because that's 13 of them.
Oh, are there 13 books?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my Lord. I've never read it.
It's good. How long are these books? Hopefully Desmond will be in it in a few weeks.
That would be because we're like he's reading rudimentary, like just word. He can't read a book by himself, but we're reading him now. We're reading him chapter books at night. Like we read The Hobbit. I read him Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. So that might be a good one. Steve, you were
voices, bro.
What was that, Steve?
Do all the voices?
I do. Yeah, I do.
So your dwarves, bro. You have 13 distinct dwarves.
Well, I didn't do. Alex did The Hobbit, so I didn't have to do.
Oh, bring her on.
Thorin, Oin, Gloin, Balin, Bofer, Bomber, Beaver. I didn't have to do all of them. I just had to do. I just had to do a Gene Wilder impersonation, and then the 5 children. I had to come up with a voice for each of the 5 children.
That is harder, actually.
Yeah, well, I just kind of cribbed from like Veruca Salt. I just did the original girl from that.
Covers. I get it.
Yeah, you know covers. I'm speaking Steve Harwell's language now.
Way easier.
I just did. You know what, Steve? For 4 of the kids, I just did the voices of Davy Jones, Mickey Dolenz, Peter Tork, and I just did the monkeys' voices.
That's what I do, bro.
I know. All right, so this one, your 2 actors are Jim Carrey, who I posted a picture of on Instagram today as Count Olaf, and NPH, Neil Patrick Harris, played Count Olaf on the Netflix series. All right, question number 4. All right, this one, these are not from the same series. These just share a lot in common. So what are the last names? You just have to give the last names of these characters of the pair of pop literature action hero characters who are unrelated but have the following in common. Both named Jack, both have appeared in multiple times on the big screen, and both now have their own Amazon Prime series. So what are the last names of the 2 unrelated? They're both from like books you'd find at the airport kind of deal. Like, and they're both
so accurate.
They're both named Jack. They both had multiple big screen adventures, and now they're both on Amazon Prime.
You're really uncovering for me why I can't tell these 2 characters apart.
It's nuts, honestly, and the fact that they both start with their last names start with the same letter too.
They are characters that do things without feeling things.
Yeah, they're just like they're just ciphers for like sad dads to feel something. I think
it's funny because the one by Lee Child, that character is like 6'1", totally buff, and it's played by Tom Cruise.
I know, but now they but then like a bunch of like sad dads got upset about it. About Cruise. So your answers are Jack Ryan and Jack Reacher, Ryan and Reacher, and now that like they got like a big meaty man for the Prime series, I think, right? Because like both people are like, no, Jack Reacher is tall and he scares people just by the way he looks.
Totally took me out of it.
That's it. Did you ever have someone read you those books, Steve?
I have the audio books.
So yeah,
they were read by Tom Cruise, and that threw me too.
All right, question number 5. Name the 2 titular locations in Mike Flanagan. Mike Flanagan making his second appearance tonight. Name the 2 titular locations in Mike Flanagan's The Haunting of Netflix series, both loosely based on novels by Shirley Jackson and Henry James, and both of those books have had multiple movie versions each. So just name the locations in the Netflix series titles. Don't name the books they're based on. Well, it's kind of, there's some overlap, but just name the locations that are in the titles of the Netflix series.
I'm a Mike Flanagan fan.
I love Mike Flanagan.
Those Netflix shows are excellent.
They're insane. They're insanely good. And like, even like I have not seen this, but I've heard like he early in his career just did like a paycheck Ouija board movie, like when they were making Ouija board movies. And I've heard that it has no business being as good as it is because it's Mike Flanagan. And he's just like, I'm gonna write and direct the shit out of this thing, even though it's a Ouija board movie. It's like the Ouija board origin story.
There's nothing scarier than a Ouija board for an illiterate.
You have no idea what's happening.
Alphabet.
You don't know what's happening. It's just
Very
a bunch of shaking on the board. You have no clue.
Whole lot of shaking going on. That's going on the list.
Yeah, put that on there, Steve. Chalk it up. That
Covering
list
that
has got to be
next.
long. Especially, how soon are you going to die, Steve? What's the time frame here?
We're counting in days at this point.
Oh, we're not. So I was going to say you're going to make it a Christmas, but because you could do it as like a Christmas album, but.
Ooh.
Well, if you die, but you got to die before Christmas. You got to die at like mid-October so that there's time to get some juice behind this when Christmas comes around.
I'll be the ghost of Christmas rock.
Dude, Steve, you got it. You got it all figured out, except for reading, of course. All right, so the two locations are Hill House and Bly Manor. Haunting of Hill House and the Haunting of Bly Manor. All right, question number 6. Which actors played tormented psychic Johnny Smith in the film and TV versions of Stephen King's The Dead Zone? More Stephen King. It's the finale. Everything, its themes start coming back. There were actually like when I was looking this up, there this category, there's a lot more like stories and books and movies and TV shows that fall into this than I would have realized. There's like so many that have been adapted in both formats.
It's almost like there's no original ideas.
It's true. I mean, that can't be right, Steve. There's but you would love that though if there were no original ideas. That's the
covers of covers on covers.
These are all covers, Steve. These are all functionally covers. All right. So question number 6, the two actors who have played the lead in The Dead Zone, Christopher Walken was in the movie, and Anthony Michael Hall in the sci-fi show for like a lot of seasons. I didn't look up how many, but it was like 6 seasons or something like that. Wow. That show was on forever. All right. Question number 7. Philip Pullman's trilogy of YA novels that features fantastical elements like armored polar bears has been adapted into what 2007 film starring Nicole Kidman and what 2019 HBO series starring Lin-Manuel Miranda? So this series of books has been adapted. The 2 different names. One was a movie. One was a TV show. Is a TV show? I think it's not done yet. They're just waiting for it to come back.
Is killing me. I cannot think of the movie's name.
Oh.
Ah, yes. Go Phoebe.
I remember a big polar bear.
Yeah. Did it have a James Bond in it?
Yes. Yeah. Daniel Craig was in the movie. That's right. I was gonna put his name in the question, but this was already
Sam Elliott as boss.
In a very Sam Elliott in it.
Yeah.
Sam Elliott.
He basically plays himself.
Well, he always plays himself. He's Sam Elliott in every movie. He's just like a different flavor of Sam Elliott. All right. So these two, the movie was called The Golden Compass, which was like the American title of one of the books, and the overall series is called His Dark Materials. That's the book series is called that, and that's what the television series is called as well. And your final regular question of tonight's game: name the pair of Nick Hornby novels. Nick Hornby has come up previously this season too. Name the pair of Nick Hornby novels that have been turned into both films and TV shows. The movie versions starred John Cusack and Hugh Grant, respectively. They were both in these movies. One was in one movie, one was in the other movie.
I enjoyed the TV version of the John Cusack property. It was really good.
Yeah, I did too. We were talking about this. I forget what I had a Nick Hornby question in the books game. I can't remember what it was. A different one than this, but and we were talking about the movies. Let me just make sure that everybody is getting their points. There's one that should get marked correct. Here we go. All right, so these books that are, I'd say both of these are more famous. Their movie versions are more famous, but they did both have pretty high profile TV shows too, High Fidelity and About a Boy. And I agree, Meredith. I like the Zoe Kravitz High Fidelity quite a bit. And I was kind of surprised that they canceled it.
Me too. It was excellent. I bet it was all pandemic related.
Probably. Yeah. Everything's weird with what gets, although there's like no rhyme or reason to like what's getting renewed, especially on streamers. They have like the weirdest rubrics that they don't share, like how many people are watching it. All right, so let's take a look before we head into our final bonus question of the night. Let's take a look at our standings. We've got tied for third. We got Sterling Cooper, Avis and Bobo, and no, that's just them in third. And tied for first, we've got the Turds and Marley's Chains. So Turds and Marley's Chains vying for that Golden McClunky award. Can't win the season championship just on this game alone, but could win the Golden McClunky prize. All right, so let's head to our final question of the night. It is your post-credits bonus. The way it works is I am going to ask you a question that has 2 answers. Each correct answer is worth 3 points. So if you get both right, you get 6 points. But I'm also going to put up a fake out answer that's worth 0 and will wipe you out to 0 for this question. It can't take away any points that you've already scored in the first 5 rounds, but it will wipe out your correct answer in this question. So if you know one for sure and you don't want to risk it, just select that one and hit submit. All right. So tonight I usually combine rounds from each night's game, but tonight we're going to bring it home. We're going to bring home the Shreknificent 7 with a question all about Shrek. And Steve Hartwell, you are going to love this question, I think. Okay.
Already love it.
All right, here we go. I'll read it to you. The Smash Mouth song All-Star is now synonymous with the Shrek saga, but it actually appeared twice 2 years earlier in what 1999 comedies? And your potential answers are Mystery Men, Inspector Gadget, and Wild Wild West. 3 sort of adventure action comedies. 2 of them featured All-Star 2 full years before Shrek dusted it off. And pick those and hit submit. 15 seconds. Here we go.
I actually like to think that I'm the spiritual successor to John Williams.
Yeah. Have you scored a full movie, Steve?
Most movies.
Yeah. Like at home you do them.
No, my songs have been in every movie.
Oh, that's true. They have been in quite a few, including, let's see, this song also appeared in the same summer as Shrek in the Whoopi Goldberg riff on Mad 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 World Rat Race. Steve, I'm sure you know that, having licensed the song to them. But in 1999, this song appeared in Mystery Men, which was its origin, and Inspector Gadget. It was in both of those movies. It was not in Wild Wild West. Wild Wild West was almost exclusively Will Smith. I don't think he would let you in there, Steve. Yeah. So let's take a look at our scores here at the end of the game. Oh, we ended with a tie. All right. So in third place is Sterling with 43. It was close. Third place with 43 is Sterling Cooper, Roland Deli Betts, and tied for fourth place. I'll do an audit of the scores, double check that nobody missed any points. But currently, your winners of the Golden McClunky, the highest. I got to cut the McClunky in half. Yeah, you're right. I got to do it. King Samson style. I got to see Samson, right? Solomon, thank you. I don't read the Bible. Whoever cut the baby in half, I'm going to do that with the Golden McClunky. But currently, it's a double McClunky. But your top 3 teams who were vying for the title tonight, your bronze winner for season 7 is. Oh, and also, I'm sorry, we already did this, but I have to do it again. for that Shrek question. It's Shreknificent. Thank you so much for a full season of Shrek. I can see Steve in there between Donkey and Fiona. Your bronze winners for season 7 are the producers. Your silver winners for season 7 are the Ringwoodians, and you're taking home gold. I think it's their 3rd season that they've won. Their 3rd or 4th championship is Sterling Cooper Roland Deli Bets. So congrats to those 3 teams. Congrats to Marley's Chains and the Turds for the Golden McClunky. We'll see if maybe one team got more points that I missed. But congrats to everybody. Thank you so much to everybody who played. Thank you, Phoebe. Thank you, Meredith. Thank you, Steve. It's great to see you. I hope you hang on a little longer than maybe you have planned.
Not if I can help it.
Thank you, Ryan, for thank you for being there. Thank you so much, everybody. And I want to thank everybody who was here. I know we had fewer teams this season, so thank you to everybody who's come out any of these weeks. Especially to everybody who's been here most or all of the weeks. I love doing the show. I love being here with you doing trivia. I'm going to do a season 8. I don't know when, but I'm going to figure it out, and stay tuned. And I will keep you. Thank you, Avis and Bobo, too. It was great to have you join us the last few weeks. Welcome to the crew. I hope you do come back. So thank you all so much. Thank you to everybody. Thank you to Caveat, who hosted our first game early in the season in person. And I am so excited. I'll see you whenever season 8 starts, probably sometime a little later in the summer. So stay safe, watch some movies, and I will see you whenever season 8 starts. Happy Shreknificent 7. Happy summer.